once again, thank you so much for joining me in my studio. I just want to let you know we're just going to do an informal vlog today, sort of day in the life, so to speak. I'm going to be talking about myself, some things that will probably reveal about myself, and not just somebody who just does tutorials, because I want it to be a one-on-one interchange between me and my viewers as yourself. So enjoy. Today I'm going to be going to the store to pick up some ingredients for enchiladas. I don't know if anyone knows that about me, but I make the most amazing enchiladas on the planet. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but people like them. Was doing really well, and all of a sudden my video sort of would not export in my program, and it was really very frustrating, and it was driving me crazy. I don't know if this video is actually going to come out, but let's check it out. Worst that can happen is that I would just go ahead and hit delete and start over. So nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I used to work for a company called Quidzy, which is an Amazon company. We were bought out by Amazon, and then my location pretty much got, they closed my location. So I haven't had a full-time job, quote unquote, since the end of April. Whoa, this guy's not looking okay. Crazy, man. So I haven't had a full-time job, but I've taken on YouTube, as you girls can see, and I'm taking it seriously, putting my money where my mouth is, putting my time where my motivation is. But I know I have to give my all, and I can do better, and I want to do better. One interesting thing about me is that I am a self-diagnosed ADD sufferer. I have to write tasks down, and I have to break things down in very small increments. I get overwhelmed if I think of a task and I end up not doing anything. What happens is that I start with the task, let's say to create a video, and then when I start that task to create a video, a lot of little things come up that are more comforting. Definitely makes me feel more at ease to do something like read an email or read an article or something like that, than this really huge, seemingly insurmountable task of doing a video or starting a painting or working on a drawing. When I had a full-time job, and I had the full-time job at Quidzy for 10 years, it was much easier because people would tell me what to do. And although begrudgingly I would do a lot of the tasks because I didn't want to be controlled, or my time controlled, it actually worked in my favor, because someone like me needs structure, and a job actually can give me structure, and a job can keep me from my ADD taking hold. There can be whole days where I don't do anything but thinking about a task. That's not good. That's not good at all. So, with that being said, I have to write everything down. My successful days is when I write down my tasks and break it down into its smallest elements. That's when I have successful days. That's when things get done. That's why this whole thing, which is the SSSVEDA, video every day in August, has been good for me, because it's forcing me to not let myself down with this commitment. And also there are other great people who are doing it, and I don't want to let them down because they're working so hard to do it as well. So that's a little bit something about me. So I have self-diagnosed ADD. It's not a bad thing, it's just something you have to work with. I don't know, I don't think I had it when I was younger. I think it happened when I had gotten older. Okay, we are on the road again. So I ran 3 errands. I deposited some checks in the bank. Got some sangria for this evening. And I was able to get the ingredients for tonight's chicken enchiladas. As I said before, those are famous by me. So it's around 4:23. I don't know why, but I always end up on the road around 4:23. Between 4 and 5, it seems like no matter what happens, I end up on the road during rush hour. So I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I feel guilty whenever I'm not working, you know, painting or doing something constructive for my career. I've always felt guilty whenever I wasn't doing something related to my art, even when I was little. I guess that could be considered a obsession, or I'm not sure. But a lot of things, you know, some things are both good and bad. The good thing is it's allowed me to get more refined with my art, to get better, to do a better job. But it also kept me from pursuing other pursuits, so to speak. And I can imagine that, you know, maybe my life would have been a little bit richer if I didn't have this obsession with my art. But I know what Steve Jobs said, that the dots don't connect looking forward. You can only see the dots connect looking backwards. So who knows what my art will bring? My videos, my video channel. Who knows what will happen when all the dots connect? I mean, do you believe that everything happens for a reason? I mean, do you feel that way as well? I like to think so. Definitely would like to think so. But it's hard to see the dots connect going forward because you can't see them. If I was able to put as much attention to any other endeavor in my life as I did with my art, I could easily be a lawyer. Doctor, no, because I don't have the stomach to be a doctor, but I easily could have been a lawyer or some other kind of businessman and been wildly successful. But as you can see, I'm driving a used car and I don't own my home. So those different aspects, you know, I'm waiting for the dots to connect. I don't really care about money or things, quote unquote, but I do realize that, you know, it's one thing not to be materialistic, but there's another thing to make sure you have the basic needs and you're able to help other people out who are in your life. I'd like to do that. I like to be a pillar unto great things more. and be able to give more. I mean, I can give inspiration, hopefully, to other artists and share all my years of study, both formal and independent, with drawing and painting, whether it be graphite, pastel, oil paints, acrylic, airbrush, you name it. I can share that, and that makes me feel good. But sometimes I would like to be able to give more in financial ways. Hopefully one day, I pray. But even if my art did bring me wealth, I don't think I would change too much. I don't think I would drive a $70,000 car. I might have a very large house, so I could, you know, have people over and entertain, and if anyone needs to crash, they could, and crash comfortably in my house. To have a really nice art studio with a classroom so I can teach my students. So even if I was wealthy, I would still teach, because that's something I believe that every artist, that is your duty to teach, without question. Actually, let me repeat that in a better way. Anyone who has studied and worked hard in any endeavor, it is their duty to teach. Because it can't be a dead end with you. You have to pass it on, so to speak. It's like when a tree bears beautiful fruit. It doesn't end there. There are seeds that fall, and from one fruit could be several different seeds that will grow into new plants or new trees, and that would just expand everything and sort of be like the dots that connect, looking backwards. So looks like it took me about an hour and 15 minutes for this, which is not too bad. When I get back, I'm going to go ahead and work on my airbrush painting. We're going to go ahead and tackle the background using the Frisket film, which will be fun. All right, here we are. Thanks so much for coming to the store with me. So I hope you enjoyed this impromptu video blog today. I got to go make some of those enchiladas. I'll let you know how they came out. Please go ahead and like and subscribe. The next video is going to be continuation of the portrait in airbrush, and then later in the week we'll finish up the portrait in pencil. So I hope you have a great rest of the week, and thank you so much for joining me. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, won't you stay a little bit longer?